mana partha. Yogam yunja madasraya. Asamsaya. No doubt it says. Yatagnase tasrunu. You will know me without any doubt. Many places talks about that, hearing. Like these books also, how it come out. Prabhupada was speaking, dictaphone, recorded, right? We should know. This is very important. Especially I am speaking to the devotees. Prabhupada says Krishna consciousness is not blind. This is nicely written in this third canto Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay? You please repeat after me. Krishna conscious activities are performed not blindly, but with the perfect understanding of knowledge and renunciation. All you should note down, not just hearing. You should have a notebook and note down. Third canto, chapter 25, text 27. Krishna conscious activities are performed not blindly, but with the perfect understanding of knowledge and renunciation. So what I'm trying to say, like a Prabhupada was speaking in dictaphone, and those who are transcribing by hearing, they do typing, made a book. Without hearing, how the book came out? That is it says, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunoi, Sravanadi Chitte Suddha Kara Udaya. This Krishna consciousness, it is in everyone's heart. How it will awaken? By hearing. Prabhupada came to the Western world, Western America. He spoke what is the purpose of coming here. There is a nice explaining that Prabhupada, one of his, it is written nicely, this is the Prabhupada's transcendental qualities. One of the disciples has written this book dedicated to Srila Prabhupada. You should have this. Srila Prabhupada's beautiful transcendental qualities. There are 26 qualities of the pure devotee. There it is mentioned, first one is Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu, merciful. Prabhupada is very merciful. People should preach to the people. Whenever you come to the temple of the Lord, don't go to see directly. That is general people, they have no idea. First you go to have a darshan of the Guru, Prabhupada, darshan. Our devotees should preach this. Not directly coming here. You have to first to get the blessings of the Guru by paying obeisances, namaskar. He is the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, Acharya, who established temples. So you should know this. The Guru is very important, Acharya. So here Prabhupada says, he is very merciful. Guru Karuna Sindhu, Daya Sagar. When Srila Prabhupada lectured during the early days of Krishna conscious movement in America, he would often tell his listener, I have come to your country not to take anything. Prabhupada speaking to the listeners. But simply to give. So how important this hearing. See, I come here to speak, right? I am giving this message, how important of hearing. Generally, whenever we are having Sunday feast lecture or classes, people don't much pay attention. They line up near prasadam. Right? Like in Berkeley, they put it, please attend the lecture. Only come to the prasadam hall. Until finish, cannot, they close it. So so many examples are there. So hearing is so important. See, Prabhupada in the introduction to Bhagavad Gita, he says, modern man struggle very hard to reach the moon. Okay? Modern man has struggled very hard to reach the moon, but he has not tried very hard to elevate himself spiritually. If one has 50 years of life ahead of him, he should engage that brief time cultivating this practice of remembering the Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. This practice is devotional process. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. These 9 processes, of which easiest Sravanam. See, the word came here, Sravanam. When Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad, what did you learn from your teacher, Guru? Prahlad Maharaj says, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. So that is why you have to listen. Whenever the sadhu speaking, Guru speaking, Shastra teaching, you have to hear. Otherwise it is a great offense. In another words, it is a sin also. Not hearing about the Lord. So here Prabhupada says, hearing is Bhagavad Gita from realized person. Everybody is speaking. Devotees also speaking. But here Prabhupada specifically mentioning, you hear Bhagavad Gita, realized person. In other words, experienced person. It's very clearly mentioned. We devotees should know these things. Like the 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita also mentioned about hearing. First sloka itself. Sri Bhagavanuvacha idam tu te guhyatamam pravakshamanasuyave jnanam vijnana sahitam yadgyatva mokshase subhat. Please repeat after me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence. See, Krishna is telling, chapter 9 is called most confidential knowledge. This is also very important. Knowledge, also there are different level of knowledge. Knowledge in the mode of goodness, knowledge in the mode of passion, knowledge in the mode of ignorance. Now, Krishna is speaking most confidential knowledge. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, as a devotee hear more and more about the Supreme Lord, he become enlightened. More hearing about the Lord, devotee become enlightened. Enlightened, the words are, they see, light came in the middle, enlightened. This hearing process is recommended in Srimad Bhagavatam, the message of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, full of potencies. Very important, you see. What it says, you please repeat. The message of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, are full of potencies, and these potencies can be realized if the topics regarding Supreme Godhead are discussed among the devotees. So this is very important. Devotee should every day you have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Every day you have to hear Bhagavad Gita. So here Prabhupada is very clearly mentioning, this cannot be achieved by association of mental speculator, academic scholars, for it realized knowledge. Prabhupada always talks about karmi, jnani, yogi. They are not devotees. Devotee is different. That's why here is explaining. The karmi, the jnani, yogi, they cannot understand about Krishna. That is why it is only recommended here among the devotees. Speak among the devotees. In the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Machita madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tusanti cha ramanti cha. So much is there. Those who are really devotees, when they see other devotee, they only talk about Krishna, nothing else. And they derive great pleasure by talking about Krishna. They become fully satisfied. So please, devotees, you should know this. I would like to stop here. If you have any question, you can always ask.
Maharaj, are there qualifications even for hearing? If so, what should be the mood and the qualifications of the person who's hearing?
Must be a devotee. That is the qualification. Only devotee can hear about Krishna. Non-devotee cannot hear. Not interested. Also in the Srimad Bhagavatam, right, is a nice question. You should have this question note down, keep it. Every question, everything is so important. Let us see here, first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada talks a little bit about hearing. Since you asked the question, first chapter itself talks about hearing. I think text 9. Haribol. Everybody chant 3 times Hare Krishna Maha Mantra loudly. So please note down, this is first canto, chapter 1, text 13. This chapter is called Question by the Sages. 13, 1, 3. Please repeat after me. O Sutta Goswami, we are eager to learn about the personality of Godhead and His incarnations. Please explain to us those teachings imparted by previous masters, acharyas. For one is uplifted both by speaking them and by hearing them. How important. Speaking also very important. See, in the Bhagavad Gita, I think second chapter, right? Krishna was asking to Arjuna. Arjuna is asking Krishna, Sthita pragnasya ka bhasha, samadhistasya keshava, sthitadi kam pravasheta kim asita brajeta kim. You please repeat after me. Arjuna said, this is the chapter 2, text 54. Repeat after me. Arjuna said, O Krishna, what are the symptoms one whose consciousness does merged in transcendence? How does he speak? What is his language? How does he sit? How does he walk? This is the Arjuna asking question to Krishna. what Prabhupada writes in his purport. As there are symptoms for each and every man in terms of his particular situation, similarly, one who is Krishna conscious has his particular nature. Talking, walking, thinking, feeling, etc. As a rich man has his symptoms by which he is known is a rich man. As a diseased man has his symptom by which he is known as disease. Or as a learned man has his symptoms. So a man is transcendental consciousness of Krishna has specific symptoms, various dealings. One can know his specific symptoms from Bhagavad Gita. Most important is how the man in Krishna consciousness speaks. See how important speaking. You please repeat after this. Most important is how the man in Krishna consciousness speaks. For speech is the most important quality of any man. It is said that a fool is undiscovered as long as he does not speak. Certainly, a well-dressed fool cannot be identified unless he speaks. Hari Bol. Bolo, 3 times Hare Krishna mantra loudly. I don't know. We'll stop here, or you will have to hear a little bit more time. Huh?
Yeah, Maharaj, I have a
Wait
question.
1 minute. His question is not completed now. Answer. What is your question, Prabhu? What is your name? Your name? Chaitanya Sundar. What is your question? Again repeat.
So the question is, what are the qualifications and the mood of the seeker, or in this case, the listener?
So here Prabhupada writing, the condition for hearing the transcendental message of the absolute truth are set forth herein. Okay? First canto, chapter 1, text 13. First condition is that the audience must be very sincere. Haribol. So this is the thing. Audience must be very sincere, eager to hear. This is the qualification. And speaker must be in the line of disciplic succession from the recognized Acharya. See how every word is just like a diamond and jewels. That is the Prabhupada said, my books are law books for 10,000 years. Not only we distribute books, Prabhupada said, you should read. Then how you can tell to the people what is in the book. Not distributing only. You have to read every day. The transcendental message of the Absolute is not understandable by those who are materially absorbed. Under the direction of bona fide spiritual master, one becomes gradually purified. Therefore, one must be in the chain of disciplic succession, learn the spiritual art of submissive hearing. You have to submissive hearing. Sususaya. Only when devotee knows, then only he sits and hears. Because those who are not devotees, those who don't know the importance of hearing, they don't like to hear. In the case of Sutta Goswami, the sages of Naimisharanya, all these conditions are fulfilled because Srila Sutta Goswami is in the line of Srila Vyasadeva and the sage of Naimisharanya, all sincere souls who are anxious to learn the truth. Thus, the transcendental topics of Lord Sri Krishna, superhuman activities, incarnation and his birth, appearance or disappearance, his form, his names, and so on, are all easily understandable because all requirement is fulfilled. Such a discourse helps all men on the path of spiritual realization. Okay, Hare Krishna. Bolo Mahapati Tapam Srila Prabhupada ki.
His Holiness Amiya Vilas Maharaj ki Jai. So Maharaj will also give tomorrow morning at 6:30, 6:20 starting Srimad Bhagavatam class. He's been giving for the last couple of days as well. So Maharaj is a direct disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So we're lucky to have him. So please take the opportunity to come and listen in the morning, particularly Saturday morning. And then after that, Maharaj is heading to Portland, so we get one more session. So Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.